Hello everyone, my name is Winters and welcome back to this Let's Play series of Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. We are continuing on exactly from where we left off. We currently have 3 orders in the garage. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to check the phone here and see if there's any experience orders, which there isn't. So we're going to start declining orders that we don't want. Right, now, which one to work on? I guess we'll go with this one. So water pump timing, water pump, yeah, pretty straightforward. Transmission stuff, gearbox, so that's probably all the gearbox. So yeah, I guess we'll bring this car over to lifter A. I'll get her up on the first stage. Okay, so first things first, we want to start marking off items that we have to change. Okay, so the fan is going to have to come off in order to get at the water pump pulley. Belts need to come off as well. So there's the pulley, here's the water pump. And we need to get into the timing, so the crankshaft pulley is to come off. And now we can get the timing chain. And that cam gear. Can we do a visual inspection of that? Needs to be replaced as well. Okay. Next, I think we'll... Let's see if we can buy parts. And we may as well get the front done. So, cam, gear... what was it? V8 OHV, wasn't it? I think. Cam gear. I was probably better off searching for V8 OHV. Actually, you know what? That's probably not a bad idea. V8 OHV. Because we're going to need the water pump. There's the cam gear. We need a timing chain. Crankshaft pulley was fine. Although the timing chain probably isn't a V8 OHV. I'm going to take a guess that this is the oil filter that we need. Oh wait, no, here's timing chains. That looks like the right one, so we'll go for that. Supercharger, no timing, we don't need a cover. Water pump, V8 OHV, water pump pulley, 1 carb. Ooh, crap. Yeah, I don't know if that's right or not. I'll tell you what, we'll proceed with what we have. That's probably the best thing to do. Okay, cam gear was right. Timing chain is right. Timing cover is fine. Alright, now, crankshaft pulley was fine, so that can go back on. Water pump, we got one of those. Now, the water pump pulley. It's just a straight up water pump pulley. Okay, so we should be able to find that. Water pump pulley. Water pump pulley. Here we are. There it is there. Belts are next. The ones that were on it can go back on. And the fan was fine. So the same one can go back on there. Alright, that's the front done. So now we need to lift up the car, and we can get at the oil filter, and we'll take a look at the gearbox. Sweet, we did get the right oil filter as well, so that's that done. Now, gearbox. Well, that does look bad. I do wish there was a layer of realism for the gearbox, because there's a lot of intricacies in a gearbox. It's not simply just replace the whole damn thing. I mean, there's cogs and gears and everything in there, and it would add a layer of realism and authenticity to the game, and I wish it was there. But I can understand how difficult it would be to recreate that in a game. Alright, so we need a clutch plate, we need a pressure plate, we need a release bearing, we need a flywheel, and we need, I'm going to say OHV, and we'll look for gearboxes. Heads, carburetors, engine blocks, engine heads, exhausts. Here we go. I'm gonna say that it's probably this one. Wait, no, that's gearbox B. It's probably this one. Do you know what? Screw it. Let's just buy it. We'll take the chance. I mean, it's not as if we're stuck for money. So even if I have messed up there, we'll use it again at some... Whoa! Did I not buy the flywheel? I did buy the flywheel. There we go. Alright, pressure plate. Followed by the release bearing. And finally, the gearbox. And yes, we got the right one. Sweet. Sweet for my sweet sugar for my honey. Alright, get the starter on now. And then we'll get the prop shaft or drive shaft put back in place. Right, let's take a look. All of these are done. We have to change the oil, so that's remaining. All of those are done, and all of those are done. Alright, so it's just the oil. Sweet. Okay, let's drain the oil. And we'll bring the car back down. And we'll put it on the ground level. And we'll put new oil in. Like so. And that should be the job done. We'll just check the oil. Yep, that's done as well. Sweet. So we spent 2,700 on parts, and we're getting 7,700 back in return. Wow, that is one hell of a markup. Okay, this is going to be our next car that we're going to work on. What am I looking for here? Gearbox faults. Right, so oh yeah, it's a Porsche, so the engine's in the back. We need to lift the car up, and we're gonna have to get working underneath, I think. So let's raise her up all the way. God, that does not look... She needs a spray job, big time. Right, so I have to take off the back wheels in order to take off the drive shafts in order to get at the gearbox. Where are we? There we are. She doesn't look like she's in great condition either, does she? I mean, there's a lot of rust there. Alright, let's get the drive shaft. Or drive axle. Right, starter. Damn it, we have to lower her down for the starter. I'm not used... I've never worked on a Porsche in real life. So that's my defense, and that's what I'm sticking to. for cars like this. Of course, we're dealing with all sorts of different cars. Some cars, they need to be up on the lift, and other ones you can get from the engine bay. Right. So, gearbox is coming off. I have a feeling that the whole thing has to be replaced. Yeah, flywheel as well. Okay. Let's buy the parts. Clutch. So we need a clutch plate, we need a pressure plate, we need a release bearing, we need a flywheel, and finally we need a gearbox. And I did not make note of the gearbox that we needed, so we'll have to come back to that. Alright, gearbox B6C. Gearbox B6C. Okay. Gearbox. Gearbox V8s. No. Gearbox B6C. Damn it. Here we are, B6C. Okay, let's get the drive axles back in place. Actually, you know what I should do? I should make sure that we have everything. I'm pretty sure we do. We do, yeah, there we go. All done. Sweet. Okay, drive axle back in there. Wheel back on here. And the starter can be done once the car is down. Starter. There you are. Sweet. Okay, and that is another job done. So let's see. We spent 2,200 in parts, and we're getting nearly 5 back in return. Okay, so I guess we're going on to this one next. Not a whole lot of stuff either. Looks like it's all the gearbox as well. Okay, so let's put you in lifter A. And get her up on the first level. Open up the hood here. Let's see. Wow, that's a big engine. The starter will get from when she's up. Wow, all 3 of these jobs are the same. It's all to do with the gearbox. Alright, let's get the starter off first. And now get the drive shaft, or the prop shaft. Now get the gearbox off. And I'm guessing it's going to be the same thing again. Clutch plate, pressure plate, and release bearing and flywheel. Okay. Gearbox V8. I made a mental note of that before we started. So that's what we're looking for. Gearbox V8 straight up. Gearbox V8 OHV. Gearbox V8. There's the one. Okay, clutch. And now flywheel. That's amazing that all 3 of those jobs are basically identical. Alright, now the clutch plate, followed by the pressure plate, followed by the release bearing, followed by the gearbox itself. Let's get the starter mount first here, and then we'll get the prop shaft. Right. So now we can drop her down. And I think we can close the hood, because that'll be the end of this job. Yep, it was indeed. So we spent 4,400 on parts, and we're getting 12,800 back in return. Wow, that's one hell of a payout. Let's take a look at orders. What have we got? We still don't have any story orders. And how are we doing on time? You know what? I think maybe we might call it for now. Yeah, because we've had some really long episodes, so a nice short one I think will be a nice change. But we're doing really good. We have over $325,000 in the bank. We are up to nearly 15,000 in XP. Actually, our next story or our next mission or job that we do will actually get us a skill point as well. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It means an awful lot to me, and it makes a huge difference. So I really appreciate all of your support so much, and thank you all for the support that you have given throughout this series so far. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, my name is Winters, and I'll catch you next time. So until then, adios.